And good morning, people. Welcome to this. Welcome to Suikoden 4. Now, people in the know will be going, why are you doing this game of this series? And the people not in the know will be going, why are you not starting at game number 1? Well, I have answers to both of those, but first let's get off the title screen so it doesn't go back into our little introduction movie. Suikoden is probably one of the most famous Japanese RPG series in the world. It's up there alongside Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Star Ocean, a few others, and for the most part they are extremely good games. We'll go through a bit of the timeline from 1 to 5 at the very least. Suikoden 1, or Gensu's Suikoden, I believe it was originally named, came out around about the same time as Final Fantasy VI, I believe, and was one of the first PlayStation RPGs available. And it was a resounding success and paved the way for pretty much the boom of RPGs on the PlayStation and its successors, the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 to a lesser extent. Suikoden 2, which came out around about a few months after Final Fantasy VII, I do believe, was, and probably is, still one of the best RPGs ever made. Not a lot of people will have them outside of their top 5. Some of them even have it in their top 3. I, for one, have it in my top 3, alongside Chrono Trigger, and also there was another one. Yeah, it's usually fighting its way between alongside Chrono Trigger and Legend of Dragoon. That's it. Why I couldn't remember Legend of Dragoon. But Suikoden 2 is that famous. It is probably the most famous of the bunch. Suikoden 3 was the first of the Suikoden series on PlayStation 2 and was released to quite a bit of fanfare. However, it had one underlying problem which sort of reduced its appeal to a lot of people, and that was it never had a PAL release, which is, it never was released in the European regions. So I have never actually played Suikoden 3, although I have wanted to play it since I first heard of it. Then we get to this game, Suikoden 4. I'm not 100% certain, but I do believe most people believe this to be the weakest of the games. That's not to say it's terrible, it's got its upsides, but a lot of it is quite hard to manage. We'll get into that as we go through the game. Unfortunately for the Suikoden series, it pretty much damaged its reputation. People were expecting a good sequel after the first 3 games were rousing successes. This didn't follow up on it. So when Suikoden 5 came out, it had a lot of work to do to make up for this game. And unfortunately, it didn't give enough. And that's at this moment of recording, the Suikoden series is in a sort of limbo. It's got a massive history base. It's got 5 main games. It's got card games. It's got mobile games. It's got mangas. It's got pretty much anything under the sun over in Japan. But currently there are no plans to continue on with the series, despite its potential. That may change in the future, who knows, but for right now it won't. As for why I'm doing Suikoden 4, firstly, it's, as I said, it's the weakest of the games, so I do want to get it out of the way with quickly. But the other main reason why I'm doing it first is, chronologically, in the history of the Suikoden universe, this one is first of the 5 games. It takes place around about 150 years before Suikoden 1. So the order of timeline is Suikoden 4, Suikoden 5, Suikoden 2, and then Suikoden 3. So that is the order I'm going to do them. I'm going to do them in terms of timeline. Might not be popular, but it's the way I'm going to do it. So let's get on with the game, and we will have its upsides and its downsides. So let's enter my name because, well, I'm playing the game. Why would I not place the character's name as Poidrac? I don't see any other reason. So yeah, let's go in. Display message can stay like that. Those are all okay. Yeah, I think that's alright. And the hero's voice. You have 3 choices. Voice A, which is quite deep. Voice B, which is more in line with what his age represents. And you can have no voice at all. I'm going to have voice B because he's roughly around 18 years old. And that sounds like it a bit more than the other ones. So, voice B it is. So, off we go. And the first thing you will notice. We're on a boat. Get used to this sight. We will be on a boat for the majority of this game. The reasons being we'll show later.
Get the captain! They're here. Are you ready? Don't worry, it'll be all right. You'll see. I'm gonna take command. Is everyone ready? Let's go!
So, immediately, we are thrust into our first engagement. This is the large-scale battles of this game. It is ship versus ship, and we're doing one straight up. First, we have to assign crew members to our ship. Do I want to give it a try? Yes. He could explain it to me, but it'll be quicker if I do it myself and explain as I go along. Plus, the way he sets it up, I have the feeling that he will set it up wrong and I will not be able to win this battle. I want to win this battle. So, let's look at the map first. Down the bottom is our ship. Your ship will, if you play this game, will always be at the bottom during these scale fights. The enemies will be up the top. They will be in red to orange. We will be blue to green, I do believe, for our movement. The enemy ship. We have no real intelligence of what is going on their ship, apart from the fact that they have 2 rune cannon users of 2 different symbols and 60 underlings. That is important. Our ship is a Gaian ship and we have the Captain Snow, and currently only 6 underlings. Yeah, hopefully we can improve upon that. Snow is not exactly a great captain, but he is set into this fight, unfortunately. The victory conditions: win by just winning. So, our Gaian ship. Snow is the captain. I cannot change that, unfortunately. Rune cannon though. If you notice down in the bottom right hand corner, you will see a guide as to what beats what. Fire beats wind, wind beats earth, earth beats lightning, lightning beats water, and water beats fire. It is basically akin to a rock, paper, scissors environment. The enemy has a lightning and a water. So, and we have a 1 rune cannon. So, we can actually counter every move they make by just putting Kenneth as our rune cannon engineer. He has a lightning element, and as I've said, lightning beats water. And our fighters, well, let's go main character, Paula, Jewel and Hal. So we're up to 50 underlings. So that's good enough. Let's go into battle, shall we? And engage. He will move first. As I said, Snow is not a good captain, so the enemy ship will move first. And he will move more times than we will. However, that does give us the opportunity to get a free hit in. As you can see, he has moved forward as far as he could go. We are going to do something similar. We could surrender, but I don't see the point in that. We could stand by and do nothing, but that will give the enemy a chance to attack. Let's move forward, just 2 spaces should do, and turn so we can actually fire our rune cannons. You can only fire rune cannons from the side of your ship. So as you can see up the top, it is red, so I can actually fire on that ship. If I had it this way, I wouldn't be able to. Now, firing from the side of the ships also applies to the enemy ship, so because the enemy ship is not facing sideways to me, it cannot counterattack. So I am going to get a free hit in on this. There I go. Easy enough. Now, the enemy will get a turn and will fire at us. Because my rune cannon is lightning, it's the only one I can choose, I cannot actually lose this battle. If the enemy fires water at us, which they might, I will win. If they fire lightning at me, I fire my lightning, it will cancel each other out. So let's see what the enemy fires at me. It fired water. So my one beat it, my one countered it, and I got a shot in on the enemy, and they take damage. So as long as you counter what the enemy's rune cannons are, you can pretty much not lose these battles. That's sort of the way it works. So they can be sometimes very easy. However, it won't stay like this. Later on in the game there will be bigger fights and with more varied rune cannons. Again, it did water, so it basically killed itself. So I win. And the captain of the other team seems to have underestimated us. And why are you so surprised, Snow? So that's all that sorted. Don't need to worry about anything.
We're in trouble! They're starting to board us!
Or maybe we do.
Oh! They're here?
Yeah, no matter what happens, you can win or lose that fight, doesn't matter. They will always board you. And we get thrust into the most regular battle in this game. You'll be seeing this screen a lot. This is the normal combat. I'll be okay. The first startup screen down the bottom, you have your characters. They are level 1 at the moment. They've only got a couple of hit points and 1 magic, which is level 1. I can't really do too much with the main character, but Snow has something I can make use of that. I can fight, which I'm going to be doing. retreat if you have the option, just run away as normal. Poch is bribing the enemy. You spend a bit of your money and the enemy will retreat from the battle. They sometimes leave items for you as well, so it can sometimes be worth giving them the Poch. Rush is, I believe, something you get later on, which I'll show. I believe it's just all 4 characters run at the enemy and fight. Right. Yeah, this game is limited to 4 characters. I'll explain something about that later. And auto is just letting your characters attack on their own. That one's just to get through fights quickly, usually. Anyways, let's fight and see the options. We have attack, so we can attack either of these enemies. We can defend and not, just take reduced damage. There's a rune, that which is our source of magic in this game. And item, which is using an item. We have 10 medicines available. I won't be using them, hopefully. And we have combo attack, which is the friendship attack. So let's do that on this person here.
Let's go.
As you can see, both of them combine their attacks and do more damage than they would normally, which I'll show in just a second. So let's attack normally with the main character on this person. I can't set up the combo attack on Snow at this moment in time because the main character has already moved. It must be done on the first available character. Rune, he has a water rune, which is kindness drops, which is gain HP, cure status elements for 1 ally. I am not missing that much HP right at this moment, so I do not need to worry about it. So he can attack her as well. And they should do significantly less damage than their friendship attack did. 8 and 10. And what the other one did 25, and I've got 18 out of that. So yeah, combo attacks will usually be much more effective than regular attacks. So let's do friendship attack again on this person. And this should be the end of the battle.
Let's go.
No, not quite. So... and you're going to heal yourself, aren't you? No, you healed him for some reason, but it doesn't matter. I won't say I've won.
Commander...
How easily we boarded you, Captain Snow. Had this been a real battle, I could have approached you from behind while you weren't looking and... slash! Like that. For a captain, you lack a sense of awareness. Watch yourself. You hear me?
Yes, sir. I'll be more careful, sir.
So yeah, this wasn't a real battle. It was a mock training battle. And we just fought the commander and his aide. But we're up for a little bit more than just those 2 battles. Opportunity to practice our fighting. So yes, I will, but let's look around the ship for a bit first. The other ship that we were fighting earlier is now on our side because they boarded us. And we've got a lot of trainees which are just floating around the ship. They're just talking about going back to Guyane, which is where we are from, and going into a certain festival. Which will probably be explained in just a little bit. We've got the aboard ship here, again, more trainees. He's got another year. We're on our last year, which is why we're sort of in a rush to get things sorted. And this is our observer, who sat down here and just watched. And finally, this here is our save point. It's a glowing ball of light. You examine it, and you can save your game. Just like that. So, that's everything on this ship that we can do right at this moment in time. Apart from fight the commander one last time. This is slightly different though.
Alright, I'll go easy at first, but if things get heated, I'll go all out, so prepare yourself.
Welcome to our third and final method of combat in this game. We've had our big battles, ship on ship. We've had our regular battles. My team of combatants versus enemy monsters or enemies. And finally there's the one-on-ones, which is
Let's see you make a move.
basically rock, paper, scissors. Attack, guard and special. Attack beats guard. Guard beats special. Special beats attack. Remember it. It is very important. Also, you need to remember and listen to what the enemy is saying. So Commander Glenn said, let's make you make a move. So he is going to probably guard. If I did special, he would counter-attack and hurt me. If I did guard, nothing would happen. So I'm just going to do attack. For one chance during these, you have the option to do a full power move, which will double the amount of damage you do in that single attack. For the moment, I'm just going to go normal. And as you can see,
Charge at me, and don't hold anything back.
as he did guard, I did attack, I beat his thing and gave him a bit of damage. He's asking me to charge at him, so he is going to guard, so I'm going to attack again.
Now it's my turn.
I believe that's special. Or attack. Might be attack, so let's go special and just go normal. Yep. It was attack.
My next move will settle this once and for all.
Yeah. He just did attack, so my special countered him. This time he's saying he's going to finish it off once and for all, so he's going to go special. I want to do guard, and I'm going to go the full power for this one. As
Let's
you can
see
see,
how well you can wield that sword.
that did a lot more damage than it would normally. So let's attack again, because he's going to guard this one.
Pay close attention to my swordsmanship.
This one is an attack. You just have to listen to what he's saying and pretty much pinpoint what he's going to do to what you are doing, what you have to counter with.
Now it's my turn.
That's attack, so special. If you do these
Let's
fights
see how
right,
well you can wield that sword.
you should never really get hurt.
Prepare to get beaten to a pulp.
And he's going to do special for his last attack. So, I win. And I didn't get hit once. If he hits you with a special, it's very likely you will die. Or well, you will lose that fight. You can't get a game over screen from these first 3 fights. I've tried, you can't. Because these are set and they are actually before the very start of the game. These are just to introduce you to the 3 main combat modes: exploration around an area, and to introduce you to the main character, Snow, and these 2. So the graduation mock battle. So we are graduating from whatever this outfit is. And we're going to the Knight's Initiation Festival. And Snow's got a special something that's happening, which is a part of the Gaian's Military Academy, and a graduate is meant to do it every year. So he's been chosen for that. But that is all for this time. We've met our main character, we've met a few others. We'll see who else we meet next time. So, until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.